Hello everyone, welcome back to Luke's TV Talk. I'll go over some of the most recent TV episodes I've been watching. And in this video I'll be looking at the fourth episode of Cabinet of Curiosities called The Outside. But before I get into that, if you want to catch up, I did a review for episode 3, which is called The Autopsy, and also a review for Wendell and Wild, the new Netflix stop-motion animation movie. So if you're interested, go give them a watch. And also make sure to like and subscribe to keep up to date with all future episodes. Okay, so let's get into the plot of Cabinet of Curiosities episode 4, The Outside. Stacy sees herself as an unattractive and awkward person and is constantly comparing herself to her work colleagues and others around her. She is invited to a secret Santa party, but a taxidermy duck is pushed to the side like she feels. So basically she likes taxidermy and she thought maybe her colleagues might think of it as a nice gift, but all of her colleagues basically get the same cream skincare gift and they treat her like a outsider, but still treat her as part of the group, but behind her back almost, which is even worse. Her present is a cream called Aloe Glow, but when she tries it on her face, she goes red, seemingly having an allergic reaction. Her husband tries to convince her she is beautiful and he loves her, but she still hates feeling isolated and excluded. So she wants to be able to use the nice hair care products, she wants the skin care products, she wants to feel part of the group, and even with her husband saying, you don't need all that, you're lovely the way you are, she still feels like isolated and away from all the other women she's with. The product says one side effect can be hallucinations, which she has when the salesman for Aloe Glow on the TV convinces her the cream is working and she needs more to try and get it to work. So the bloke is convincing her, drawing her in, and basically saying, oh, it's growing from the inside and it will come out through your skin, which is really ominous and creepy, but she goes along with it for some reason because she thinks, oh, I'll be part of the clique if I do this. Stacy's skin gets worse, even starting to peel off, so on her face you see little shards pulling off on her arms and everything. It is not nice to see. And even the husband realises it, and Stacy somewhat knows this, but she thinks it's part of the process to make her beautiful. One night, the box of bottles of Aloe Glow Stacy bought all leak, and the next morning create a humanoid out of the cream. So this really creepy moment where Stacy goes down the stairs, and it's just this ominous figure just standing there, copying her movements. It is really creepy because there's light coming in from behind and it's not doing much, it's just staring at her. It's really weird. As each day she gets worse, her husband tries to convince her to stop, but suddenly one day, Stacy kills him with an axe. So basically, he's trying to convince her he's doing all he can, and she's just batting him away, saying, no, it's all part of the process. And she eventually just, through her madness, just kills him. First off, she puts a scalpel in his face, and then grabs an axe that they keep to ward off intruders, and just hits him multiple times. It's really bizarre because she just doesn't care. She just kills him. She then proceeds to taxidermy him like all her other animals, removing his organs into a bucket and placing him on the couch. So we get this really creepy visual of him sitting up and her just de-gutting him, and then she places him on the settee in the front living room, just looking at the telly with a remote in his hand. It's really ominous because she's just completely lost it at this point and just set him up oh, this is all normal, when it's clearly not. The cream humanoid ends up going into the bath, filling it, which Stacy then gets in and covers her body. So this really nasty visual of her just getting smothered in this really thick, oozy cream is nasty. Through some miracle though, or hallucination, Stacy gains in her mind that she has beautiful skin now, and after going all out with makeup and clothes, goes to work. Everyone can't take their eyes off her and how beautiful she's become. And then she laughs maniacally into the camera, where we get this really weird shot of everyone just saying her praises, oh, you're beautiful, oh, all the girly talk, and then she just eyes into the camera and just laughs for 2 minutes of on-screen time. It is really creepy, and I'm not quite sure what happened in the end. But overall, I enjoyed the episode somewhat. It was a weird one compared to the others, and that's saying a lot. But overall, I enjoyed it. Stacy's self-esteem is at rock bottom, even though people around her are not mean to her. The husband loves her, telling her she's beautiful. All the people at work don't say anything, they're just a bit offward towards her, but they don't treat her badly. It's all her self-worth that does this to her. Her husband does everything he can to support and help her. He's constantly being there for her, trying to support her, looking out for her best interest, don't use the cream, it's making it worse. She just won't listen, and at the end of the day, he just gets destroyed and killed for it because he was trying to help and she just wouldn't listen. I've no idea who would think the red and peeling skin is good, even if you are hallucinating. Nothing skin-wise peeling is ever good. It's like if you get sunburn, it peels because it's new skin underneath, but it didn't start that way. It started off as a bad thing, so the cream is obviously hurting her, so I don't know why she would keep doing it. Other women are so fake and superficial. All the people she works with are so, like, plastic, and they're just putting on an act, and it's just the worst. I hate people like that. And then the creepy hallucination and the cream creature are so bizarre. Like the TV, like calling to her and talking to her, and then this cream lotion creature just walking around and just like making out with her at some points. It's so weird and mind melding. And then the gruesome kill and taxidermy on the husband. I did not expect this. The whole episode did not lead me to think, oh, there's going to be a gruesome kill at the end. I just thought it was a more of a mind meld of an episode, but no, they went full gruesome at the end. The only negative I thought was at the end. One was that the end was kind of weird and it didn't really explain anything. It just left her laughing. We don't really know what happened to her. And two, I don't even know if it was all hallucination or not. At some point she started hallucinating, and at some other point she might have just continued hallucinating. The husband might not even be dead, and she might just be in a comatose state for all I know. I don't really know. It doesn't really explain anything, which is kind of a bummer. But overall, I had fun with the episode, and I guarantee that all of the remaining episodes are just going to be as bizarre and horror-filled as the first four. So I'm looking forward to seeing what else they can bring. But yeah, that's my thoughts on this episode. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe to keep up to date with all future episodes. And until next time, I will see you all later.